Hi, hey, and all those other greetings, Speed Adventurers. Welcome back to Super Smash Bros., which is now 3.0. I'm Jake Spins, owner and creator on Spade Gals Productions game boxing channel, as well as Spade Gals Original with Garlo Cyclones, Gwyncore, Florlai, and vlogs, as well as art videos. And I just want to mention, you might know why I'm wearing the shirt of Sonic saying I'm waiting. I felt it was appropriate, you know. I literally just found it, not even trying, and I was like, I have to wear this today, because yesterday was when the DLC released, and I tried to download it. I really wanted to play the stage builder, like, right away, and I couldn't because then the service crashed. I was in-game. Yes, I was actually in-game saving replays. So on my For Fun file, I was getting notifications about 3.0 being out and Joker being out. And then when I exited and it was like 9:06 and I tried to download it, the game was like, no. So yeah, this seems like it's going to be a common problem for all DLC characters. Now, a little disclaimer. As I said, for 3.0, it is not just Joker. Joker's going to be a different recording, and Brandon is going to come on Friday so that we can record it, and hopefully I can get it up on Monday. I do apologize for that, but it's been a crazy week. They shadow dropped this, and then there's Easter this weekend, so I can't really make any exceptions. But on the bright side, at least you guys are going to get content, and that includes this video, which, as I've been saying, there is definitely more to this. New stage added, which we will go over in the Joker episode, episode J. New music added. And then, of course, you have all the details for 3.0. There's going to be a lot of notifications, so yeah. And eventually I'll buy all those Mii costumes or Maxwell. I'm not sure yet. I still haven't talked to him, but I think maybe I'll try to use like my gold points for them because they're cheap, so it's not a big deal. But what we are going to be going for today is the Stage Builder mode, which this brings us to a new series. And I know what you guys are talking about. Spins, you're trying to do every game as it releases, and you're tackling Classic Mode, which is 70 characters at least. And yes, I do know DLC characters. I'm not going into specifics. I don't... Quiet down. Quiet down. I don't even remember the number. But basically, I'm rounding it to like 70 episodes. That alone is a lot. And then you have World of Light, which you haven't even finished yet, and you're adding another series. Here's the thing, though. The difference between World of Light and Classic Mode is that those have a goal. Those have an end point. Those have that leap to where here to there, A to B. Stage Builder does not. I can go as long as I want. I can do just this episode. I could do 100 episodes in the span of whenever. This isn't going to be a tied down series, a weekly series, daily series. No. This is going to be a whenever series, whenever I can, whenever I feel like it. And the fact is, I don't know how I want to format this, because I want this to feel like Mario vs. Donkey Kong, but those videos were very long, unedited. But you guys all really enjoyed them. And I don't know how the series is going to go. But also the format of Mario Maker. You know, where I sped all the footage up, and then I talked about it afterwards. So I think I'm just going to go the first format of just talking as I build. And let me know in the comment section below, do you want the Tipping Star style, or do you want a sped up style like I did for the 4th of July episode for Mario Maker for the series? This series will also be called, I just want to make sure that I get the name right, because I don't want to look silly. It's called Build Me a Dream, which I thought of that, and then I was trying to remember it, and I thought of something, like, a lot lamer. And then I looked at that and was like, I remember why I wrote this down. But anyway, though, we're going to jump into the new Stage Builder mode, and mostly also just so that we can try this out and figure out what we want to do, because there's a lot of new stuff inside of Stage Builder. Like, for instance, you know, it's like Smash 4, but an upgrade. It's like Smash 4's Stage Builder got a DLC that's been merged with the actual game and then put into this game. So that's awesome. Okay, create a stage to do battle on. That's pretty much the gist of it. You may prefer to do this in handheld mode. I'm not going to. I feel like this might be better. I don't know. This might go with the Mario Maker argument of, is it reasonable to build on a console? Which, I mean, Mario Maker 2 comes out, I'll do that anyway. Create terrain by making closed shapes. So this is, as you can see, this is like very, very similar to the other one. Okay, so this is the new stuff. And this is what's really cool, is that you can make things move. So you can rotate terrain, and you see right there, that's a perfect circle. How the heck am I going to get a perfect circle in this? There's got to be some kind of a tool to do that, and that's nice. But you can rotate terrain with gears, or have it move on rails. Get creative with all the objects or options. I can read. You can. Oh my god, they have a Ferris wheel. Oh my god, this is brilliant. Granted, the whole picket fence thing with the Coliseum, that doesn't really fit, but hey, go for it. Oh, they made a Mario airship with ladders. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. Also, just saying, cage battles. They will return. It's like Nintendo knows, because look at that third image. They have a cage battle right there. That's awesome. Okay, when your stage is complete, you can select it on the stage select screen or post it online for others to enjoy. I mean, you can do both. If you share it, you know, you're not locked into anything. Okay, so we have small, normal, or big. That's fine. And what do we want the backdrop to be? We can literally have it be anything, and that is insane. That's wild. Well, for my inspiration, I'm gonna try something. And maybe I should do a big stage for this, but I'm gonna do a normal size stage. You know, we're still testing things out, and I might change my mind. I'm gonna try to make the altar from Sonic Adventure DX. Will this go well? Probably not. But I want to try it, you know, and I'm sure once I get better, I was gonna share the screen, and I was like, it's too tiny. It's too small. You guys won't see it on the face cam, like that doesn't... Hey guys, I'm back. So basically what happened is that for the first 20 minutes, I just went and tested the heck out of this thing. And I figured, you know what? That is way, way too much to do just in, you know, one video, considering we haven't even started anything. So what I decided to do is go record all of it in silence, just be able to focus, be able to do whatever I needed to do so I could think and figure out all this stuff, because this is a completely new thing. Sure, it was on Wii U, but we had the gamepad, and now we don't. So I kind of had to experiment, even though it's, as I said, it's more of like a DLC pack for the Wii U that was merged and then brought over to the Switch. But anyway, though, we are starting off with Angel Island. Yeah, I know I said I probably wouldn't be able to do it, but I figured, you know what? I'm gonna do it because this is what I want to do. And as you can see right away, I started with the altar. I was like, okay, this is how I want to do it. This is the base. And then I went for the pillars and different layers and stuff. So immediately I was like, alright, I'm ready. GIMP has taught me well. I can do this, I can figure this out. And the nice thing about this creator, because while it has a lot of pros, it has a ton. Well, my bad. It has a fair amount of cons, but it has a lot of pros. That's what I mean. And one of the big pros in this is that there's a whole entire icon of an edit button where if you have an object and you're like, I don't like the sizing of that. That should be bigger, or that should be smaller, or I literally just need it moved an inch to the right, you can go and click on that edit button, click on an object, and change the whole entire thing. It is fantastic. It has saved me quite a lot of time and quite a bit of frustration, especially with the new moving mechanics, but you guys won't be seeing that in this. What you'll be seeing at some point, though, is a lot of struggle trying to make the Chaos Emeralds. You already saw for the Master Emerald, I kind of struggled a little bit, but then I figured out the formula, even though the Master Emerald isn't too great. But once I got it down for the first Chaos Emerald, then I went for it. Now, I'm not sure where you guys are at, because GIMP is just... or not GIMP, Movie Maker is just weird with this whole thing. But even though I know it's definitely passed by this point, the dirt ground, you may have noticed that I put it in a background layer instead of a foreground layer. While that might not seem like an issue, what the big issue with that part is the fact that it actually is flat and it does lay above. So if you look from it at certain angles or from above, you can tell that they're not connected and it looks off and it just looks awful. So eventually you're going to see me go back and fix that. For the Chaos Emerald pillars, even for the Master Emerald, I wanted all of this stuff to be able to be jumped on and stuff, but that would have been way too ridiculous. And honestly, from what I know now from doing a second stage, because I made a ukulele one for a contest, I figured out that I basically could have put certain things in the foreground, and then I could have put, you know, the Chaos Emeralds into the one layer. So there's a bunch of different stuff that you can do with that. Now, the one thing about the rectangles, because the rectangle, it's a lifesaver, you know, especially the circle part. That in and of itself is a lifesaver. But the problem is, you can't do a rectangle of 2, you have to do it of 3. Now, in retrospect, I could have done a pillar of 5, but doing that would have made the pillars way too big, so 3 was basically how I had to do it. The only problem is, because the Chaos Emerald goes inward, then you have an issue of, well, how's it going to lay on the pillar? So what I figured out was that, because it's a grid system, so you can't put anything in the middle, which is where the problem is, I ended up going from one point to another on the grid box, and while I believe it's a bit off, it does actually still work, and it does look nicely. Now, we are on the part that I was talking about with the, like, reissued stuff, and interestingly enough, each object, it does have that grabbable ledge thing, but even the ones that are underneath where you shouldn't be able to grab the ledge, you can still grab it, and just looking at that point, you can tell it's very, very different just from, like, shading and stuff. So they even changed the lighting. The background pillars, though, are actually rubber instead of steel, and that's how you're getting that nice little effect. For the Chaos Emerald's dimensions, I figured out for the first one, for the red one, once I figured that out, God, that took a while, then I realized, oh, wait a minute, I should be counting the grid points. So for these other Chaos Emeralds, you're going to be seeing me doing that, and you're going to be seeing me doing that faster. And through that process, I figured out, I believe the bottom part was 3 across, 3 above, and then it goes inward 2, upward 2, then across 3, and then the same thing on the other side, and that's pretty much how I got that look. And while I couldn't add like a shine or anything, it definitely looks really nice. The colors I chose were red, light blue, purple, and silver. I know that, there are the 7 Chaos Emeralds, and it might seem a little bizarre of why would I choose these ones specifically over others, but I chose red because it was fairly close to the start, and then the rest of them I kind of just chose based on the others because I wanted to do light blue, and then silver and purple were a little darker. The other thing I decided to add, though, is the bridge to Angel Island, just to give a little more of a platform to fight on. And that's the only gimmick in the stage, is the wind there. Alrighty, and we are back. So, I know that I said this whole thing was going to be me going through and talking, but then I realized, since I've never used this tool before, I should probably do the other method. So, that's what I decided to do. Anyway, though, we're going to go really quickly and just take a nice look around the stage. You know, you've got the Master Emerald. Of course, I could add all 7 Chaos Emeralds, but there's not enough material or enough room to really do that. You've got this area, which I'm just going to keep blank, which I could add some wind, but I decided to put some wind here because, you know, there's a bridge, there's stuff under, and if you accidentally go down, you can recover a bit, and it's kind of a cool gimmick. But also I want to make sure, you know, it's not too easy to recover over here. Make that a little more dangerous. And then, of course, you do have this stuff over here. And was that still grabbable? Yeah, I think that stuff is still grabbable. We actually want to turn that off really quick. So I actually thought that was off for all of them, but that's good to know. We're still learning the process, so alright, sweet. So I'm going to really quickly just take a look around, make sure that everything looks okay. I don't really know how to make this look fantastic from other sides, but honestly, I really like the look of it. You've got the Master Emerald here, and I was going to make these solid platforms, but, you know, being on the pillars and stuff, and it kind of looked a little weird with how I had it, so I just decided not to. And honestly, since this is my first stage, I feel like it's not too bad. So let's really quickly go and name this. So we've got, I guess we might as well call it Angel Island. And then we'll go and we'll have a nice quick battle on it and kind of test it out. Considering this is my first level, and then looking back at Smash 4 for my first level, it's like, oh my gosh, that is an insane difference. Like, I can't even tell you, because my first cage battle, it was rough. It was a bit much, you know? But then seeing this, it's like, this actually has, like, such a better look to it, and we have a better tool at our disposal, to be fair. But that's saying a lot, that we've really come far to be able to do this stuff. So let's jump into Angel Island. Of course, we have to be Sonic. I don't have the Mii costumes, but actually, I do have something a little better. And here's Joker. We're not gonna fight Joker. Oh right, I don't have him on here. On my For Fun file, I have an Eggman Mii. And now that I think about it, I was going to create this on my For Fun file, so then my friends and everybody could play it. But that's okay, I'll just move all this stuff over to here and it'll be fine. So unfortunately, I don't have that Mii created, so I guess we'll just grab another Sonic, and then we'll change it, and we'll just kind of showcase things, so it's not a big deal, win or lose. And I mean, I haven't played in a while, so I'm going to use that as my excuse just in case. But the reason why I made this area like this, I did want to put like a nice little hole there. But the reason I did that is so that you had a platform up there and more areas to fight, you know, more diverse. Then you have this wind area that you can fight on. So people that are going to be better in the air are probably going to fight a little bit better here. Looks like this Sonic kind of just wants to jump around. I do see some issues right there with some angles, so hopefully I can fix that in post. I don't know if they make that available. They probably do. But if they do, then I can move that. Oh my gosh, this stage looks really cool in like a dark aura with Tapu Koko. Tapu Koko and Zero. It's the new Knuckles. It's fantastic. Oh my god. But the Chaos Emeralds, I decided to go red, purple, silver, and the light blue. Which, honestly, there wasn't really a darker color that I could go for silver, so I kind of just went with that. And if anybody has any tips or tricks about making stages, let me know. But also, I'm going to challenge you guys. Inside of every single stage creation video, I'm going to ask you guys for the challenge of you making your own version of said stage. For this instance, it would be Angel Island. You could do anything from that area. If it's like the entrance to Red Mountain, getting the whole light attack move from Sonic Adventure DX, whatever you guys want to do, or if it's creating the altar like I did here. And very fittingly, we have Super Sonic right now, which Sonic's final Smash meter did get buffed, which is a good thing. Oh, see, I just made that mistake. It is a little frustrating to fight in that wind area, but I felt, you know, make a nice little gimmick. But so far, I actually really like the idea of this stage, and I wanted to make sure there was enough room to fight, so hopefully that's not going to be a problem where there's not enough room. Also, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about my stage, because it does make me feel better to know. And probably when it's more... I'll probably tweak it a little bit, and then I'll post it online for you guys to play. So anyway, though, guys, that's going to end it off for this episode of... I forgot the name. I'm so derpy. I'm so super derpy. That's going to be it for Build Me a Dream for episode 1. So if you guys liked it, make sure to hit that like button and show us out that we know and love. And remember, you can show me screenshots or video of your guys' stage of Angel Island pretty much wherever, but Twitter's probably going to be the best place. Other than that, Discord. Anyway, see you guys later. Keep your toes safe.